What's up, guys? RawDog54 bringing a new MLB The Show 20 video today. First one of the year. First SDS stream happened where they're showing what the new additions to the game are, and I'm so excited for this. I was at work and I was watching the stream, and I was trying not to freak out at work because some of the things they're adding, if they implement them right, which is the key, it's going to be so cool. So in the video today, all I'm going to do, guys, we're going to skip through the stream to what I thought were the main points. I'm going to let you listen to what they say, and then I'm going to give you my feedback on it, and that's going to be about it. It should be pretty short, so let's jump into it. Before the video starts, guys, if you guys are pumped for MLB The Show 20, let me know in the comments. If you guys are pumped for MLB The Show 20, please hit that thumbs up button. It would help out the channel a lot, as well as subscribing if you are not already. It's free. It doesn't do anything. It just shows my videos on your timeline every once in a while. So no harm, no foul, right? Hit that sub button. Also, guys, we stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/RawDog54. I don't have a set schedule at the moment, but I'm trying to stream as much as I can. Probably anywhere between 3 and 5 times a week I'm on there. So we're always talking about sports cards or playing MLB The Show, complaining about it, talking about what we like about it, just bullshitting, fun stuff. So follow me over there if you're interested in that.
You can hit R3 and it will bring up this screen, and it's our defensive attribute screen, and it basically is self-explanatory. It's giving you all the attributes of the defensive players, the ones that are applicable, right? The ones that you need to know. For sure. So essentially it's a scouting report. So when you're playing in the big leagues, these guys have scouting reports before you go into a game. They know who's in the outfield. They know how strong their arms are. They know how good of a defense.
If anyone played past high school, scouting reports are huge.
In case guys are making defensive
you have scouting reports on literally everybody.
Before the game started, you can quickly see, okay, I'm in a situation.
Okay, we don't need to listen to it too much more. So like he said, it was pretty self-explanatory, guys. Basically, this is like a situational thing. You're just going to press R3. It's going to tell you all the defensive attributes. This is going to come in handy. Say you're down 1 in the 9th, someone on second base. If you get a base hit, can you go? If it's hit the left and there's 66 arm speed or arm strength, you probably can. If it's hit the center field against this guy, he's got a 97 arm, you're probably not going to move. So I think it's helpful. I think it's pretty cool, honestly. I actually missed the start of this stream, so I actually really like this. It's really cool, too. Plus, it kind of lets you know, maybe if we get lucky, if you hit the ball to a certain player. Like, say, purposely being late or purposely being early in a big situation to try to hit it to someone that might not be as good defensively. I'm sure towards the middle and the end of the year, none of this will really be super relevant, but in BR and stuff, it for sure will be. But I think it's a really cool addition. That's the first thing of the stream today.
What you guys might know already is that in the past we have
bad jumps,
right? So guys that are playing out of position are going to get those a lot. The guys that are maybe 25 fielding attribute in the outfield, they're going to get those a lot. The bad jump at start transitions. These aren't bad jump start transitions. These are just first step.
So if you guys listen to that just a little bit, basically they're just emphasizing what they implemented into the game last year. If you played 2019, is if you have bad fielding, you're going to get a bad jump on the ball. You're basically probably not going to get to it unless it's a high pop fly or something. But if something's hit hard over your head, your guy probably won't get back there as fast as he probably should off that first step. It was implemented last year, but seems like they're doing it again this year. I think it's fine. Okay, so the next thing is what I think most people saw in the trailer was the little red indicator for the ball, kind of displaying if you can catch it or not. So what we've learned is if it's red, it's harder to catch. Here's an example of that.
So he charged that ball the first time, and he made a diving catch and a diving miss. If you don't dive and you pull full stick on the throttle, you can move on to the next one. Shoestring, there you go. Now we're on the same page. So you can run up, you can dive, you can keep running, pushing full stick on the throttle, and try to do a shoestring. You can't even say that 10 times.
Shoestring, yeah. Shoestring catches.
Shoestring catch.
So there's some risk and reward there.
And I just wanted to show you guys and give you examples. There is a risk and reward. Yeah, it's exactly what why we're putting up that red indicator. We're telling you that this is a play that it's extreme, that you might not get it, and situationally, you're going to want to go ahead and move on to the next one, Colin. When you're attacking these balls in the outfield, you can see on the first one he caught it, the second one he missed it. I'm just going to let this play and then we'll talk about it.
So you can see that with the red indicator, it's kind of just being like, hey, this is a hard probability catch. You could make it. I think the play before that, it was the same situation. He dove and caught it. That time he dove and missed it. So if there's that red one, it kind of seems like, hey, this is kind of a toss-up. You could potentially screw yourself. So really quick, another animation they added was playing the ball off in front of your, like on your body, kind of like what an infielder would do, but it happens in the outfield every once in a while if you get mixed up. So basically just if you get caught in between.
The very next level where you kind of get caught in between.
So
no, that's not either.
So you can play it like that.
Okay, here we go.
Here it is. So basically you get caught in between, you're going to completely mess it up.
Get caught in between. So you can see he let go of the stick. He was going to charge it. He's like, oh crap, I'm not going to get to the ball. So he lets go of the stick. He pulls up and he knocks the ball down. Those are two examples right there.
So right there, guys. Perfect examples. It's different. I like that the red indicator is blatant and obvious, where it's like, hey, this could screw you. So like I said before, so I like it. I think it's cool. It gives you a chance to potentially make even crazier plays too, if it gives you the option, depending on how risky you are, if you're ahead in your games or whatnot. So I think it's dope. I think it's a cool idea. We'll have to see how it plays, obviously, before we get real opinions on it. Okay, so for me, this is the biggest thing of this entire stream. It is the accuracy meter and what they changed on it.
Go ahead and pause real quick. Let me just explain what they're going to see so it's not crazy. So the throw accuracy meter this year, we made some adjustments. I thought that in the past, Kyle and I, we had these discussions about how easy it was to hit green on the meter.
Yep. Yeah, very easy.
Regardless of who you had out there. If I had a 35 arm accuracy guy out in left field, it was still easy to hit that green. Not only was it easy to hit the green, it didn't scale properly based on how far you were throwing the ball. So if I'm throwing the ball over 225 feet, 250 feet, somewhere from the outfield, and I'm trying to throw a guy out at the plate, that's an extremely difficult play. So what we wanted to do this year is we wanted to take the player's attribute and then incorporate that with user skill. We wanted to make sure that you always had the ability as a user to get better and better at this and be able to accomplish something so that it's put in the user's hands and it's not always just about the player's attribute. So it's a combination of both.
Like I said, I was super pumped about this. I love it, love it, love it. I think it's another skill set that could separate the good players from the average players. I really do. So basically, if you have really good input, say you're a fantastic hitter, you get the PCI on the ball perfectly every time, you can hit really well. Maybe they can't play defense as well or whatnot, you know? Playing defense can save you runs now, which I think is really cool and a lot of fun. I just think it's another aspect of the game where it can really just, like I said, differentiate between good and bad players. Because, you know, everyone that plays this game, if you've ever played on All-Star this past season, like you can literally lose to a bad player because of the random things that happen. I think this kind of eliminates it a little bit because it helps. Right now they're going to show just down the green and then one that is perfect.
And I love, go ahead, Colin, go ahead and roll this. So what you're going to see here is not only did we add it to throw home for the outfielders, but we have it for throwing to the relay guy as well.
Yes, that's new.
How's that going to?
So right here.
Relay?
So we had a perfect throw to the relay and then not a perfect throw.
So leave this perfect.
All right, so this is the second one. It's going to be perfect to home plate. So just watch the difference of it.
And then you see the little animation of home plate. Okay, pause it.
This gets me so excited, guys. Honestly, I loved playing defense. I was an outfielder. I think it's super cool. I think this is so realistic. If it plays well, it's going to be so perfect because it's realistic. If you have a perfect throw, when you release that ball and you like can feel like, oh, that's a good throw, it's going to be thrown perfectly, and that's just what happens. So it really does look like if you have better input, you have a better chance to save runs. I think it's super cool. Like you said, that was the exact same play this time. The first time he was safe by a mile. Second time he was out by a mile just because it was thrown perfectly and right on point. That's one thing they emphasize a lot in this stream is that when you have perfect input, it's going to basically be thrown right where you need to throw it. you're not going to have to catch and tag. You're just going to pretty much catch and tag instantly. You'll see that again later on.
So there is no hitch in between. It's going to be this nice smooth catch. So if your throw beats the guy there, you're going to get a nice smooth tag. This is happening at home plate and at second. In both those areas where you're trying to throw guys out at the plate or stealing, you'll see a big difference, and it changes the game.
So what he was explaining is that they improved tagging, which I think is massive, because I don't know if you guys use Roberto Alomar in 2019, but he can't tag anyone out for the life of him, even though he's one of the best players in the game. Basically, they're saying it's just going to be catch to tag. There's not going to be catch, then a hesitation, and then a tag where the dude ends up being safe. It's just going to be catch, tag, and if it's in a really good spot, he's going to be out pretty much instantly.
Where he reaches, and he's safe here because the throw is offline.
So
and
bad throw.
So here's a really good example of I put a slow runner on first.
Here we go, right
it's
here.
It's going to be an offline throw a little bit, but you're going to see the tag start from the catch.
Look at that.
So
That's
tag
beautiful.
is already started now. He's in his tag, slower runner, and you get him out.
No
Whereas
hitch.
before there was a hitch.
No
and
That's
potentially
so
it wasn't
nice.
blending
Before it
straight
was
through
like
that,
catch,
could've got him out.
let me think what I'm doing,
What's
and
this
then
one?
tag. Okay, so here's the
This is
good throw.
perfect. Boom, right in the middle. And you see where the throw.
Look at that. Literally thrown perfectly right on the spot. So you're going to be able to throw out those 99 speed guys easily. Not be cheesed by Steelers with full 99 teams all the time. I'm really excited. I'm curious if it's going to make stealing extremely difficult or not, but I mean it should. Stealing in the major leagues is not easy. You should be able to steal like 1 or 2 bags a game at max. So just to touch on this really quick, this is the difference between defensive accuracy bars. I think that's what they call it. Basically, the top 3 players, you have Justin Turner, Charlie Blackmon, and I think Justin Turner again. So a bronze, a common, and a bronze. And then you have Arenado, Bellinger, and Arenado again. And you can just see the differences. Like on this tag, or backhanded play, Arenado's green bar is a lot bigger than this one. So, and especially on Blackmon, he's got a small green compared to Bellinger. And it's just, they're making it a lot more difficult for you to make plays with bad defense. And they kind of did that last year, but I think this year they're making more of an attempt to make it even more apparent, which I think is great, because even this year you can kind of get away with bad fielders. It does eliminate some players from the game, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it's realistic, especially when you're trying to put together a team with a bunch of legends on it. So this is the new blocking animations, guys. I don't know if you played the game last year or not, but fielding didn't really matter at the catching position. 60 defender compared to someone with 90 fielding was pretty much the same at catcher, and it was awful, and it didn't really make a difference at all. Arm strength seemed to be the only thing that mattered as a catcher, and these are the 3 tiers of blocking they pretty much made. And it goes from, this first one's going to be out of position. Second one's going to be a guy with, like, I think they said 67 defense, you'll hear. And then, I don't know what the last one's defense is, but I think he's a diamond defender.
But there's some guys that are just amazing at it. Yeah. And so we take those statistics that we get from Major League Baseball, the blocking ability, and we incorporate it into the game. So blocking's become a little bit more is intuitive as far as how good those guys are.
Also, guys, no sweepstakes today, no keyword, but Twitch drops are active. So we're going to talk about this.
Yeah,
play?
the first guy is a guy that's playing out of position. This guy has no business catching. I swapped the catcher out with the left fielder, and so that's what the guy's going to do.
I love that.
luck.
That's amazing.
Big yikes.
It's realistic. That's what I would look like if I played catcher. I hated catcher.
Please don't mistake this for our new Major League Baseball block ball. That is out of position. So essentially, we're simulating a guy that's never been back there before, and you just put a guy back there, and he's going, "Why the hell did you put me back here? I'm not a catcher. This is scary." And he's scared, and so he's just.
That is.
So it's kind of funny, but it is what it is. The next one is, where's that?
It's
Grenier,
right there.
this-
Grenier, 67 block rating.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
So 67 blocking. That was good form. It's good form. It just
That's
gets away
Grenier.
from a little bit. And then the final one here is a very good defending catcher, and it looks so realistic. This is what blocking should look like in a video game.
So the next slide, or the next shot is going to be Perez. He's a 95.
No, it's Perez.
And you can see in this example how he gets all the way down. So you see the difference between him and
Perfect.
the
Just
last
eats it
one.
up.
He's getting all the way down.
You probably can't even advance a second on that because you'll get it so
this
quick.
This is going to happen 100% of the time, but we have the room to play with the timing of which he comes down, right? So that ball doesn't scoot underneath him and get to the backstop. And we have the ability to change how he shifts. And this is something that was kind of neglected a little bit in the past that we've really focused on, and we're going to have really cool I think catchers, when you're drafting catchers or choosing who you want behind the plate, defense is going to matter.
So from what it sounds like, I don't know if you guys interpret that any differently, was basically if you have a high rated fielder, they're for sure going to block the ball. Because they said they can adjust the timing. They said it's not going to be perfect all the time for where the ball is going to end up, but they said the timing is going to be right. So I'm guessing you have that out of position guy, you're never even going to get in front of it. You have someone middle of the tier fielding. Some balls are going to get to the backstop. And then I'm guessing if you have someone like Perez with a diamond defense, it's just never going to get to the backstop. We'll probably just keep it in front every time. It might get away from you every once in a while, but it sounds like it won't go to the backstop. Unless maybe it's like a wild pitch or something.
In our game, if you ever played first base in
See,
real life,
that's so clean.
This ball is a difficult ball when I'm trying to turn a double play because I have to throw across my body, and in the past we've always thrown across the body. This year we got new catches for the first baseman specifically for this situation.
It's amazing.
So
I love it.
The same way a real Major League first baseman would set up when he's going to turn in a double play, a 3-6-3 or a 3.
So that's the first one. I wish they would do that in the outfield and every position, because you do that as a righty or a lefty. If you catch it on your glove side, you do turn around. It's faster than pivoting. So I'm glad they did it to one position. Maybe in the future we'll get to see it at all positions. So I think that's really cool. It's going to save a lot of time. You're going to turn those double plays that should get made. The next animation is on the run double play catches. So kind of just like catch and throws, which it's really clean. I hope it looks like this when we play online.
See, he's not to the bag yet, but he started his catch already. And we had some of these in there in the past, but we added
That's
a whole
so
bunch of new ones.
nasty.
So what makes this more efficient than what has been in the past is the ability to be able to throw the ball at any time when you're turning a double play. And about what
here's
he sees
shortstop.
and about what he wants to
Perfect.
contribute to the game.
I
He
missed the
loves
end of
it,
the
and I
stream,
love
so
Ramon for
I'm seeing
that.
this for the first
I love
time.
the fact that he keeps me on my toes.
Nice.
And he knows where you guys are
That's
at
clean.
as a community and what you guys want. And when he comes into my office and he's all lit up and I'm busy doing something, I kind of give him this look. He's
Yeah,
like,
that's perfect.
I'll come back.
I like that a lot. So second base and shortstop from second base, they can turn the double play. It's going to be really quick and save a lot of time because like they said, if nobody's there right now in the game, they just sit there and wait till someone gets there. So and they pretty much have to be standing on the base to throw it to it. So last thing before we summarize it all, guys, they did a legend reveal. A lot of people I've seen on Twitter think it's a Brave. Does look like a Brave from the uniforms. I think it's Tom Glavine. It looks like a lefty to me. So it's going to be right here in a second. Let me know in the comments who you think it is. I think it's Tom Glavine. I've seen Greg Maddux. I've seen John Smoltz on Twitter. I think it's Tom Glavine. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's got to be Braves. It has to be. I'm not sure if any other teams have those colors.
All right, so that was the legend team, Steven and Luis, the dynamic duo.
It looks like Tom Glavine to me. It looks like he's holding the ball in his left hand. So all in all, guys, I really, really am pumped about this stream. I usually don't get excited about SDS streams because stuff usually doesn't look super different, in my opinion. But this game could be amazing if they implement it right. That's the key, obviously. But so we had animations at first base and shortstop. We had the hard play indicator in the outfield. We have the accuracy meter from the outfield, which I think is the most important and from the relay, because those can save runs literally just by having better input than your opponent might. So you can save runs doing that. It's going to help increase the skill gap, which I think a ton of people in the community want. Me especially, along with the other World Series every season players that do drop games to worse players because random things happen. Those little things can help prevent that, I believe. I probably forgot something in my summary, but all in all, guys, I really liked it. Let me know in the comments if you guys like what you saw, and If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you guys like me breaking down these streams like this, please let me know in the comments. I can do them a lot more often whenever they do them. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. Again, I do stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/raddog54. Hopefully I won't be streaming here for much longer. I should be getting a man cave. My internet has been a little buggy here. So hopefully I can get moved into my new place here in about a week or so. Really excited for that. Content's going to be fire. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want. Social medias, guys. But subscribe to this channel if you like the content. And I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. See ya.